Now, in today's video, let us see what are the ways or measures to reduce TB burden among people living with HIV. So, three I's have been defined in this respect. So, they are the first one is intensified case finding. The first one is intensified case finding, that is intensified TB case finding at the ICTC centers, the ART centers, the link ART centers, the ART plus centers everywhere. So intensified case finding, and earlier I said it is based on the 4 symptom complex screening. So it has 3 components mainly. So there is a 4 symptom complex. In adults it is cough, then weight loss, fever, night sweats, unexplained fever, night sweats, and in children there are criteria that I have already mentioned. So based on that, the people living with HIV coming to the ICTC centers, the ART centers, the link ART centers, they are screened. And the second component is or step is fast tracking. So fast tracking means like there is a chance of airborne transmission of this TB. So suppose a scenario in an ART center. In an ART center, multiple HIV patients will be coming. So if one of the HIV patient is having TB, there is a chance of airborne transmission. So to reduce that chance, once the symptom complex is screened, if there is a suspect, they should be fast tracked to the MO for the evaluation. And the third component is early diagnosis, and that is case finding. Early diagnosis is the last step. So after that, of course, you have to treat. Next, first is intensified case finding. Next is infection control, airborne infection control practices, mainly at HIV care centers and HIV treatment centers. So, as I said, right, to prevent the transmission among those HIV patients, the transmission of TB among those HIV patients, so the airborne infection control practices should be there. Now, third one is implementation of isoniazid preventive therapy or prophylactic therapy. So isoniazid prophylactic therapy, we will talk about that later, should be given for all PLHIV. In the last time I mentioned about the algorithm, like if you screen the 4 symptom complex, and if the symptom complex is there, you have to diagnose and treat for TB. If the symptom complex is not there, then you have to consider the IPT if there is no contraindication. So that is the isoniazid prophylactic therapy. And there should be a provision for ART for HIV infected TB patient, right? So both ways we are doing screening, right? In HIV patients we are looking for TB, and also in the TB patient, in the presumptive patient, we will also check for the HIV. So that also will be done at ICTCs that I mentioned in the last video, right? So we will see in a little bit detail about the intensified case finding. So first we will talk about intensified case finding at Integrated Counseling and Testing Center, ICTC. So all the ICTC clients should be screened by the ICTC counselors for the presence of TB symptoms at every encounter. So ICTC clients would obviously be HIV suspects, and in such people, if they are having HIV, there is a higher chance that they would get TB, right? So all of them should be screened, and clients who have symptoms or signs irrespective of HIV status are referred to the NTEP diagnostic and treatment facility. So from here they are referred to the NTEP. So based on the for symptom complex, they are screened and they are sent to the NTP diagnostic and testing facility. So the NACO or the ACE control program and the TB elimination program, like they are thinking of establishing co-located facilities for better coordination, right? If there is a designated microscopy center, if you have a associated HIV testing facility, then that would be great, right, for the coordination. So these two programs promote the establishing of co-located facility for better coordination. So that's important. Next, we will talk about intensified case finding at ART centers. So at ART centers, there what is happening, the treatment of the HIV patients are happening. So HIV infected person attending the ART center, so suppose they are coming for pre-ART registration, so they haven't started ART yet, so these people have more chances than people who have started ART. Okay, so in such people, that people coming for pre-ART registration, the prevalence of TB is like 6 to 8%, right? Once you have started ART, of course, the situation in the people living with HIV, the immune status all will improve, but still they have higher chance of getting TB as compared to the any HIV negative person or the general population. One of the other problems at ART center is also I have mentioned earlier, like if one of the HIV patient is having the TB, there is high chance that he can infect the other people that come there for attaining treatment on the same day or at the same time. So early diagnosis of this patient is very important. For that, intensified case finding is important. Early diagnosis and screening and early detection and fast tracking them to the MO, and then the early diagnosis is very important for the prevention of transmission of infection to the other client. So under the ART guidelines, it's clearly said that all patients coming to the ART center should be actively screened for all the opportunistic infection, particularly TB. And the TB diagnosis among HIV patients may pose a dilemma. So high degree of suspicion should be there, because many patients can come as an extra pulmonary TB, as like CNS TB, back spine TB, right? So high level of suspicion should be there. There may be smear negative, so it's very important. PLHIV suspected to have TB by MO should be subjected to testing of sputum or appropriate specimen from the relevant extrapulmonary site by CBNAT. CBNAT is the frontline diagnosis for TB among HIV patients. So this is the frontline diagnosis of TB among HIV, right? So if for PLHIV, they will directly send to a CBNAT facility. If that is not available, to a nearby facility. If that also is not available, only we will go for a sputum microscopy. Now the guideline has changed to mostly a universal CBNAT, but PLHIV will directly go to a CBNAT testing. If smear negative TB and extrapulmonary TB is more common in PLHIV, as I said earlier. In an event of suspicion of extrapulmonary TB, the diagnostic algorithm of EPTB should be followed. That we will see later. And also in case of pediatric, the pediatric should be followed. So there is something called one-stop service in order to reduce the diagnostic delay and to link So there's something called one-stop service. Real HIVs, that is people living with HIV, should be offered TB and HIV diagnostic facility at the same premises. So that is what this one-stop service is aimed at, right? So at the same area, so that would be easier, right? And all these patients that are detected at the ART centers, like among the TB patients we are looking for HIV, and also as we have mentioned here, HIV patients we are looking for TB as intensified case finding. All these people should be documented, they should be line listed, and there is a monthly, so these are two separate programs. So there is a monthly HIV TB coordination meeting. So HIV under NACP and TB NTEP, so the officials from both will come, ICTC counselors and NTEP program staff, they will participate in the monthly HIV TB coordination meeting, and they would cross-check whatever data they have collected, and they would exchange the data. And also this is held at the district level, so this is an important meeting where all this data is being transferred, and there all those activity like linking and all of that. So we have talked now about ICTC and ART. Now the intensified case finding is also done at, yes, link ART centers and ART plus centers. So it is done at ART centers, ART plus centers, and also link ART centers. So at all these areas, the symptom complexes are screened, and presumptive TB patients are fast-tracked for diagnosis, and after that treatment should be done. This link ART centers, the line list that is made at the link ART centers is mainly merged with the ICTC line list, right? And at the ART plus centers, it is same as the ART centers, right? So link ART centers and ART plus centers. Now intensified case finding among high risk group is also done. So like high risk group, who are the high risk group? Yes, the men who have sex with men and female sex workers, the transgenders, the intravenous drug abusers, so drug users. So these people have a higher chance of getting HIV, right? So in those people, the incidence of TB will also be higher. So through operational researches, there is an intensified case finding that is done at HIV prevalent state. So the NACO the NACP, that is the control program, provides HIV prevention intervention for high risk group through its targeted intervention activities. So there are targeted intervention activities, TIs, and the intensified case finding that is done provides an opportunity to provide additional services to this population. Detection of HIV TB cases early and linking them to the care support treatment at the ART centers is important, and intravenous drug abusers have the highest prevalence of HIV, right? 6 point some percentage. And so these activities are more like aimed towards intravenous drug abusers, and they are given the priority, and they are linked to the care and support treatment. The